It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Dog.
Get the fuck over here!
Dog.
It's a dog world here on the season finale, potentially series finale of The Circle here
Hopefully.
on Reality Alert. Hopefully.
Max,
got my-
I've made a big decision today. Okay, do you want to play the breaking news for me? I want to. need the
Luckily, it
breaking
plays
news.
itself. I've never actually.
Oh wow.
played it.
Okay, yeah, you're right. We don't know where it comes from.
Yes.
Today I have decided to put game aside and to podcast with my heart.
Oh my god, that is so big of you, because if you were going to podcast with Game, I would probably never talk to you again.
It's something I thought about a lot, and after a lot of discussions with the producers of this podcast, me and you,
Yes.
I have decided that what's best for the show is to vote with my heart. And to
Wow.
choose with my heart, yes.
That makes you such a good person, and it makes the show a better, more interesting show, as we saw today.
Yes.
I totally believed that Brett and Xanthi wanted to vote with their heart after voting
They
strategically
definitely-
the whole game.
It was definitely in their heart to not vote Tamira last and to put her third.
How many guns were pointed to their head off screen?
Well, they don't have guns in Britain, so probably it's just knives, right?
They
It's just
were
knives.
snuck in. They can get guns in. There are guns in Britain. Things happen.
Maybe Tom's Royal Guards had guns. and
Yeah, they have guns.
okay.
Yeah, I did not believe that they were rated. That they were based. I think the producers were like, "Look, guys, we know everyone else's ratings. You're not gonna win. We have a storyline to go with. So just say your rating with your heart. You're gonna rate. You're gonna decide if Chaz or Sam are gonna win. So you get to decide, but you're rating them 1 and 2. Okay, so there we go.
I will say they were not rating with their heart if they put Tamira at third instead of fourth, because they never liked Tamira. Ever. They always had beef with her.
But why? But they put Raven fourth.
Yes, probably because I think A, they thought that she was the most popular in the circle. And B, I think a slight bit of revenge from Brett, who got blocked by Raven in the beginning.
No, but if they put Chaz in 1 or 2, they knew that Chaz was the most popular.
Yes, well, I agree with you that the 1 and 2 slots were definitely a voting with your heart sort of thing.
So
Yes.
the other votes didn't matter.
Yeah, but I do think the Raven thing may have been revenge for her blocking Brett at the beginning. Do you?
Yeah, I mean maybe, but like it's since there's
If
only
let's say, okay, well, let's throw out a hypothetical here. Let's say Raven is third instead of fourth. Does she get second
no
over Chaz?
no
You don't think so?
because only Chaz and Sam got first place votes.
What do you, really? Who did
Yeah.
Tamira vote first?
So I was able to break it down. So Tamira had to have here. I was able to figure it out. Because
Did you
Raven,
use the Terralisha theorem to
I
figure
used the
this out?
Terralisha theorem. Tamira had to. So here's one thing. So Mike Bloom of Parade.com, he interviewed Raven, he interviewed Sam, and he interviewed Brett and Xanthi. Now, Brett and Xanthi, they did not reveal their ratings for some reason, but they said it was between Chaz and Sam. Now, Raven And Sam did reveal their ratings. And Raven said her ratings were Chaz in first, Sam in second, Tamira in third, and Jennifer in fourth. Sam
Okay.
said her
That makes
ratings
sense.
were also Chaz in first, then Raven, then
Wow.
Tamira, and Jennifer in last.
Uh-huh.
So that's
Sounds
two
about right.
Chaz in first place. So that's two Chaz in first. Then you get Chaz. And Chaz obviously, and Chaz we
As
know,
both Sam first. Yeah.
and from when we showed the ratings on the show, and we showed people voting for them, he voted Raven second.
That checks out. Yeah.
Yes. And then we don't know who voted 3 and 4, but it doesn't really matter.
Uh-huh. So Sam and Chaz were always going to get 1 and 2 no matter what.
Yes. Jennifer. So now we know that Chaz has 2 first place votes. We know that Sam has 1 first place vote from Chaz. In order for Sam to beat Chaz at this point, she needs 2 more first place votes.
Mm-hmm.
So Jennifer has to vote Sam first place, and Tamira has to vote Sam first place. So what I can gather from this is that Jennifer's votes were Sam first, Chaz second, and then because Jennifer was deciding between Sam and Chaz, we know that Jennifer rated Raven fourth, and then Tamira is third. Now that leaves Tamira's votes. We know that Jennifer was fourth, and we know that Sam needs 1 more first place vote. So we know that Sam was first. And then I don't know where Tamira ranked Chaz and Raven, but it was probably Chaz second, Raven third.
Yeah. And that could have been switched too. And I think it still would have come out that way. Probably.
Yes. I haven't run that through the Taralisha theorem, but yes.
Yeah, we'll crunch the numbers later.
You're welcome, everyone, for me doing the math for you. I do pat myself on the back.
Good for you, Max.
Thank you. That's what we do here.
You're no Taralisha, though.
I am not. She did create a theorem.
Yeah. You know what you should do? You should get a custodian position at the local university near you, and maybe go down to Princeton or something and get a custodian job. Maybe you'll see an equation on the board.
Princeton,
your life could change. You don't know.
My local university, almost 3 hours away. Yes.
Well, at first I thought, well, it's got to be like maybe an Ivy League school, right?
Yeah, it has to be Ivy, so I should go.
I guess Columbia too. You could maybe. Is Columbia Ivy? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You go to Columbia.
Princeton sounds more impressive.
It does. Yeah.
It's like Columbia. That's way too far uptown. It's way too far uptown.
Even Yale is closer than Princeton, right? Yeah.
That's interesting.
You could do
That's
Yale.
interesting. I don't know. They're both about a train ride. Let's just say that.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes. But
So
how excited are we for a perfect match, everybody? If you haven't heard about this, all of our Netflix singles. We got Joey. We got Savannah's coming on. We got Nick is coming on, and a bunch of people. Everybody's gonna be
winky.
Everyone's gonna be dating each other from Love Is Blind, Circle France, 20-something Austin. Abby from There's Me. I just started watching 20-something Austin. Ben, I was telling Ben the first episode, one of the 20-somethings goes on a Hinge date with a 51-year-old, and they make out, and then you find out he's a virgin. I'm already loving this show. So, but we're very excited for Perfect Match. We're going to be covering it.
The 51-year-old is a virgin?
No, the kid is a virgin. The 51-year-old might be a virgin, though, because this show is amazing.
I see.
And I like Abby a lot, so very excited.
And our favorite Circle cast member is going to be on the show, Mitch from season 2. Can't wait to just dunk on him every episode. It's just going to be so fun.
It is going to be a confederacy of dunces.
It's a good book. Max, you weren't supposed to play that in January. What
I
are you
know.
doing?
I thought we were far enough past 2 weeks. So
Yeah, the statute of limitations were.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nicole's asking, will they be sassy?
Ooh, honey, little sassy.
Don't worry, guys. Big Daddy Shane will be there, mucking it up in Panama.
And Bartiz, or as the comment section of the trailer says,
Barista?
Bartiz.
Oh, Barftees, they call him. Yes,
Uh-huh.
Barftees will be there. Very clever.
I've noticed Nick and Bartiz and Shane seem to be really close on social media, so I think they're going to be bros.
Yeah,
out
they're
there.
very good friends. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, they definitely all want to be linked to each other because nothing bad will happen. None of them will get canceled. They all just need to stick
Yeah.
together. Close.
Unfortunately, Nick has been spotted hanging out with the Bachelorette Katie Thurston from a few years ago. So I don't know if things work out. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's in the news. It doesn't count as a spoiler. It was in Us Weekly.
Was this even before they went out to film that show?
No, this has been like they were spotted on New Year's together this year,
Okay.
2023.
Oh, okay, but that they weren't dating before he went on this show.
No,
They
no, no,
started
no,
dating after.
Not
the
that I know of.
show. Okay,
I don't even know if they're dating. They were just spotted on New Year's together.
right.
So now there's like all these articles being like, who is Nick
They could be close
Uhlenhut?
friends.
Yeah, okay.
There's all these articles that say who is Nick Uhlenhut.
Yeah, and they're like, and they have like no information on him. So they're like, it's like
Because nobody watches The Circle.
factoid articles. They're like, he won this show called The Circle. They try to explain it, and they're like, is he a parent? They're like, no, but he has fur babies. You know, I throw up my mouth. They're like, does he have a podcast? And they're like, nobody had one that had like 3 episodes, but we can't find any episodes. They're like, they have like no information on him.
Oh yeah, he did have like a dating podcast that lasted 3 episodes. I think.
Yes, so it's
with
just,
and his co-host was a woman that he was dating at the time and then broke up with. So
see,
they
we have
stopped
more
doing
information than
podcasts.
they do.
Yeah, they should come to us. Always
Come to us.
Come on, Boston Rob. Come to us to be on your roundtables, on your podcasts.
Come on, Boston
Come on.
Rob.
This is Bud.
Come on. Okay, should we talk about the finale? Can they tighten up these finale? We say this every year. I'm like, tighten it up. You guys ever hear about, throwing away the babies and tightening up stuff,
Yeah, could have used a little more David Spade too.
Yeah, David Spade
on.
would have really, really done. I mean, Sweet Finesse says, why didn't they say why they wanted to win the money before the finale? I mean, honestly, I don't really care, but I mean, that would have been more relevant than some of the stuff that went on. Also, Sweet Finesse says, remember in the first and second seasons, they would switch profile pic throughout the show. They definitely take some good stuff out for the corny stuff. I agree. I think a lot of us watch these shows for like the strategy rather than for like Love Day,
No. Mm-mm. That's not what I actually, that's my least favorite part of the show. When and you say strategy, I say just like being mean. Like they're being
Yes.
really mean to each other.
The circle is being mushy.
That's our favorite part.
Give us all the mushy stuff.
Thinking with that dick.
Money.
The circle should think with that dick.
I think they are. They are thinking with that dick.
Yeah.
It's all they're thinking with.
I gotta say though, I like Sam as a winner. I definitely like the first woman we have seen in at least the U.S. version of the circle to
That's
win.
not a catfish, yeah.
It's not a catfish. And
Yes.
I also like a reality show where people of color consistently win. It's very
Yeah, how
cool.
about that?
It's very
Mhm.
it's very rare in the reality space. And I just gotta say it's definitely a product of the circle being diverse. But it's just very nice to see in a problematic space. But yeah, I definitely think a big part is definitely the woman with a woman profile is very cool.
Yeah. It was surprising that we didn't get that yet.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
And
no,
I do
Sam
like
was
Sam too.
Sam. I do like Sam. Sam's a big character. I kept thinking it was so funny that she was like, oh, it was so hard to like, have to restrain myself in the circle. And I was like, you were restraining yourself?
Miss Poop Angel?
I need to
Little,
see,
little Miss Poops?
I need to see her unrestrained.
Yes.
Because
Did
wow.
you get her a bottle of tequila?
No, and I do think I kind of was hoping for her or Chaz to win when we got down to the finalists. Obviously, I knew Jen didn't have a chance in hell, but it always sort of felt like they were in control of the game, and so it just felt right that one of them should probably win it.
Yeah, I also think it's interesting, Ben, that this is like the third circle winner to come from New York or the tri-state area kind of
Yeah.
thing. We had Joey DeLisa, and now we have Sam.
New York City,
New York
greatest city in the world.
New York
Let's
City,
go,
baby. Let's
Go
go.
Go Yankees.
You know?
BK all day.
Yeah, second one from Brooklyn. That was Trevor. BK
Oh,
all
that was
day.
Trevor. Okay.
What's up, Brooklyn? Let's
Yeah,
go.
Trevor and Delisa, both from the Bronx originally, I thought.
I think Trevor was originally from Brooklyn, though.
Oh, okay, but they lived in the Bronx
They moved
for
in
a
the
little
Bronx,
bit.
and now they
Gotcha,
live
gotcha.
somewhere in the South, I think.
Yes.
They definitely don't live there anymore. But I wonder if is there something about well, I mean, Delisa was catfishing.
It's the water. It's the water.
That's why the bagels are better and why the people are better.
Bagels,
It's
the pizza.
it's the
and
hard water. It's the hard water. That's what it is.
the best years of my life was when I lived in New York.
Do we
Because that water, baby.
Is this enough data points to prove that being from New York makes you better at the circle or the tri-state area?
Yes, definitively.
Definitively. If you want to be,
It does
the
help that
circle,
they cast a lot of people from New York, but still, yes, it is definitive.
Well, people from New Jersey are better at Survivor.
That's true.
I mean, Winners at War, all winners Survivor. The final three were all from New Jersey. I mean, you don't get much more definitive than that,
Right.
So
The winner of the Traders from New Jersey as well.
it just came out.
It could be anyone.
It could be anyone. We don't know where these people are from.
Don't look it up. I didn't spoil it. They could, if they will spoil it themselves, if they
if they look it up. That's
Yeah.
true. So anyway, should we just break down the episode and we can talk about stuff as it comes up and stuff like that? Oh, I'll say one more thing. I like that Sam won, and hopefully she can help out her grandmother who lives in the projects on the 14th floor. And I do like people being able to help out their grandmothers, but how sad is it that her grandmother's in that situation anyway? And then we live in this country
Sad.
where these grandmothers are like I'm happy she has to, but then I it's fucked up.
It is fucked up. Yeah. Americans shouldn't have to go on to game shows to get themselves out of debt or get their parents the help they need or anything like that. We should all just be able to
Exactly.
comfortably.
That's usually like old people too. Like what
Yeah.
the fuck?
We were talking about that very briefly off air, and I had mentioned to Max there was a show on True TV once, like 4 years ago, where they were the prize that you got was that you got your student debt canceled, and it's like what kind of fucking world are we living in? You have to go on a show like that. Anyways, enough politics for today.
It's not politics. It's not.
It's the circle.
It's
of
human
life.
rights.
Yes, it is. You're right. It is.
Yeah. That's why I feel comfortable talking about it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I feel comfortable talking about this. If you think it's political, you can go fuck yourself. Anyway.
I agree.
The
Nicole
circle
in the chat says she wishes we were covering the Traitors. Should we do a one-off? Should we talk about it for one episode, maybe, Max?
We'll talk about it for a few I liked it a lot.
Oh, you want to talk about it now?
No, just kidding. Maybe we will if we have time, If we find the time, we will.
I'm getting the vibes you don't want to do it.
If we have time, I have a lot going on. If we have time, I'm down. I just can't make any promises.
You seeing it, folks? You seeing it?
If we have time. I don't like making commitments that I can't fulfill. Okay. Let's get into it, okay?
All right, let's do it.
I was surprised that Chaz had to wait till the morning to block the people. You know, I felt like last time Frank just had to block him right away. Should Tom have been more savage in his goodbye message? You know? But
Tom being savage in a goodbye message. What is he, a comedian? No,
you're right.
he's not gonna do that.
Yeah, so Tom's gone. Michelle lets everybody know, and then they learn that somebody's getting blocked. And Chaz makes his decision. He says he's deciding between blocking his direct competition and his dead weight. Yes, so everybody's pretty worried about this.
Guess what? It's not fucking love day anymore.
It's always love day, Brett, you bastard. Especially here, we're always full of love.
Is that Brett the day after Valentine's Day? He says,
Yeah, he breaks up with his girlfriend always after that.
guess what? It's not fucking love day anymore.
What did you think about him blocking Oliver before I give you all the information about it?
Oh, from what, parade articles or something?
No, from Twitter.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't necessarily know how Oliver was gonna vote in the
Yes.
finals. So that's like, to me, I always knew the top three would be the top three. It doesn't really matter to me who it is that he blocks in that scenario.
Of course, strategically, he should have blocked Sam. But he was never
Well, yeah,
going...
but that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I know. He was never going to do that. So I was like, but I mean, in my mind, Oliver was going to block. I mean, Oliver was going to vote Chaz high from everything we knew about
Higher than
him.
Sam and Raven.
No, higher than Tamira.
Oh well, yeah, duh.
He seemed so. I thought he should have blocked Tamira based on what we knew. Or he should have blocked. Well, actually, and he, for what we were talked about on Circle Center, our bonus Patreon show, which we're going to have the final roundup of, where we recap the whole season and go over the final social media of the week. You can check that out on patreon.com/reality alert, and also support the podcast. We are not ad supported, so it's the only way you can really support us and all of the hard work that we do. That's patreon.com/reality alert. We realized that we kind of came to the conclusion that because Chaz had rated Jennifer 4th, we kind of assumed that he thought Oliver was the hacker. So I think he blocked Oliver. So we realized he blocked, but I think he should have blocked Tamira personally.
Are you saying the strategy was just because he thought Oliver didn't deserve to be there because Oliver was the hacker?
Well, I think what we found out is what Chaz said is like he thought that the flirting was too like aggressive, and that he thought that it wasn't. I mean, that's what he said on the show. But here's what we got from Twitter. So the first tweet I saw was, here's a tweet from a random person saying, Chaz definitely blocked Oliver based off emotions. He would have rated him high in the finale. Oliver responded to this tweet saying,
Wow.
I actually would have not. So my baby, the shampoo poppy, was smart to get rid of my ass. Laughing, crying emoji.
Oh, really?
Yes. And then we get a very long tweet chain. It's about 6 parts. I'm just going to read the whole thing real quick.
Okay.
This is from Chaz. For the people who have been calling me dumb, let me explain something to you. Blocking Jennifer was the easy choice to make and definitely would have been personal and emotional. So I did the opposite. I decided keeping Jennifer in the game was strategic. Think about it.
I can see that. Yeah.
She's the least liked player amongst the group compared to myself. It's a no-brainer that we all would vote her last in the final ratings because she had beef with everyone. That boosts my chances at winning. I'm just going to stop here and say he was definitely right about that. She was voted last by every single person. Okay, continuing. Oliver was a casualty of war. He had no beef with anyone, which is why I blocked him. Sam liked him, Raven liked him, Tamira liked him. It was strategic. I had to end that final thought process for everyone and give them less likable people to consider. Part 4. He was not going to rate me first. He even admitted to it. I had to keep myself at the forefront if I wanted to win 100K. Tamir got lucky, but I knew her and Jennifer had beef. I knew I could use that against them in the ratings. She also liked Oliver, so I had to block him, which would force her to at least put me in 3rd in ratings as compared to 4th if Oliver was in the game.
Wow.
Sam and Raven were not up for discussion. I came in 2nd, which proved my blocking was smart and on point. I only would have won if I blocked Sam, which was never going to happen.
Well, he should have blocked Sam.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I do get that the circle is a different kind of game, and I do get that when you get to the final point of these games, when people do, to use the term, play with your heart, that sometimes we do see in these strategy games that people have a hard time breaking from these friendships they make with people, and that they don't get as greedy about money as some other people. I know, it's so boring.
Well, maybe it's just because there's not much to get greedy over. What do they? How much do they make again? Like $10,000?
Dude, I don't know. I would get greedy over $10,000.
But up the prize. Maybe people will try harder. I don't know. You know?
Yeah. If
Up
only
the
they cared.
prize. Up the price. Make
Yeah.
it 250K.
It's nice to hear Chaz talk about strategy, because he kind of like pretended on, or at least in the clips we saw, it was like he pretended on the show not to, but we always talked about how strategic he was, and then he like actually did it. I was like, oh yeah, he really like thought about through this strategically, except for the part where he refused to vote off Sam.
Yeah, no, has there ever been a question that, like, we've always thought Chaz was strategic?
No, but he
articulated
refused to talk, he refused to admit it.
Yes.
And this is like super thought out.
Yes. 100. That's what I wish we saw on the show too.
Yeah, I know.
I wish they and we heard stories of Oliver being pretty strategic as well, but we never got to see it on the show. And it's like, there's something wrong when the editors are like putting in these games of like truth or dare, things like that, like these stupid pickup line games, when we could be hearing strategy instead of like little flirting conversations that almost have nothing to do with the game.
Well, the singles theme, it really paid off. I mean, we had all this flirting, all these couples. It really felt like a dating show combined with the strategy show.
Yeah, well, half the couples are married now.
Yes,
the show is over. It's
we need to know.
Brett and Xanthi are expecting.
We need to know if that worked out, because based on what we found out over the weekend via social media, is Xanthi was definitely alluding to that her and Brett were together.
Yeah,
and we're not being sarcastic. It really seemed like it in Instagram Q&A she was doing. And what they say at the end of this episode to Michelle is pretty interesting too. Their answer to her question. They're married.
They're dating. I think
they're pregnant.
Please,
they have grandkids.
Give us a baby Branthy.
Come on, Zarette. I liked when Chaz blocks Oliver, and Chaz is like, I'm so sorry, I'm engaged, and Oliver cries and kicks him out. Get out! But Chaz does get some Oliver.
I'm not a homewrecker. Leave.
I do like that he gets some free Oliver swag, a pillow with Oliver's face on. I want some Oliver swag.
I want
that
shit too.
Yeah.
I want that big painting that his family had. I want it right here, right behind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he thought Oliver was the hacker, and Oliver tells him not to love Jennifer, but I think Chaz already knew not to love Jennifer, so.
Yeah, everybody hates Jennifer at this point.
Yeah. That was the meeting. Oliver's really nice about it. I
like Oliver. I kind of wish he came in with the original.
In the beginning, I know he's a big personality.
With the original 8.
Yes, the original 8. Yes. Boring circle chat. Okay, so we get to the final ratings. We basically already talked about this. Everybody rates with their heart. Do we have
But
anything?
where is their heart? Where is it fallen?
It's
Is it
fallen out of
their
their
butt?
their butt and their pee-pee hole and all that stuff. Raven says this is the decision for who wins the money. I was like, oh, do you want the money? So we're going to vote strategically. Do you want it?
Uh-huh. Do you want it?
Do you want the money?
Because you could get it. All
I
you
don't
got to
know
do
if
is
you
rate
even-
Chaz and Sam last.
I know, you could get it.
You could get it. If you want
Yeah.
it, you can get it. It's up for grabs. To anyone
I
who's
do like
willing.
how the show really set up Chaz to win the whole time, and then he didn't win. The show was really setting up Chaz to win.
Yeah.
Like in the like
Well,
they did.
I mean, it's actually very reminiscent to Shuby in season 1, where it's like Shuby was winning for most of that season, and
But-
then all of a sudden,
Yeah,
got
I
second.
just liked how because we talked about like every time that somebody went to meet someone, they'd be like, Chaz is gonna win. Chaz is really powerful. And then in this, when they were showing people talking about each contestant when their face popped up, everybody was like, Chaz is amazing. Sometimes they had negative things to say about, like, nobody had anything nice to say about Jennifer, but Chaz, it was like, he's our golden god, you know? Yeah.
I wonder. So there's just no world in which Chaz would have blocked Sam,
No.
just because they were so tight. They were such close friends.
Yes.
I hope they're going to be tight for the rest of their lives. You know,
I hope
with-
so too.
I hope it's like a Boston Rob and Amber.
Oh, you hope
sort
they
of thing.
actually get married.
I hope they get married. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just saying, like, because what if they don't even not even that close 5 years from now? Like, is it worth?
Will have the circle changes you.
You're right.
You
You're
grow
right.
as a person.
I've never understood. We talk about this all the time with F Boy Island. I never understand on these shows where it's like, why are you so concerned about this friendship or this relationship you have with this other person? You've been out there for like 10 days to 2 weeks, and it's a reality show, and you're probably not going to have that much interaction with these other people after the show. Take the money. Like, money's important.
At least they live near each other. Maybe they can hang out sometimes. But if they,
That's true. Oh yeah, he lives in Jersey, doesn't he?
yes,
Oh, okay. So yeah, there you go.
maybe.
Yeah.
But if they end up not being friends and fighting, I hope they do it over Twitter.
Yeah, please.
Tamira says that she votes tactically. If you're voting tactically, why would you rate Jennifer last? You should have rated Jennifer first. Tamira voting makes no sense. She's done this before. It's like when Tasia was supposed to save herself and she ranked Chaz last and she thought that would bump her up. I don't know if she understands how voting works.
I've never understood her game. Max,
You
ever.
vote Jennifer first and you vote Chaz last, then Sam, then
She acts
Raven,
like she's
then
the most
Jennifer.
strategic person to have ever played this game, and then the way she votes, it's like you're screwing yourself. To me,
Right? I mean, maybe you don't put Jennifer. I mean, maybe you're just trying. She was trying to win, right? So you wouldn't put.
No, you put
You would-
Jennifer first.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And she was so bummed when she got fourth. I'm like, well, you shouldn't have put. What? Anyway, it wouldn't have made a difference, but yeah.
I guess if she had put Raven last, maybe she could have gotten third. I don't know.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
probably her ceiling, right?
You
Is 3.
only get money at first. You don't get
I
money
know.
for any of the other places.
know.
So like it doesn't matter, you know?
What about that
Um,
$100 a day?
Yeah. 100 buckaroos a day. So this meetup, I like when Sam and Chaz meet and Chaz goes, I have something to confess to you. I'm engaged. I'm like, you're engaged to a man. I think it's okay.
I
Chaz.
can't be your husband.
I
I'm
can't-
sorry.
I need to confess something. I'm engaged. And Sam's like, Yeah, that doesn't affect me. I was like, Jess, what do you confess? I don't think that matters.
But no, I can't be your husband
I can't
anymore.
be your husband. She's like, I know. I was.
It would have been funny if at the finale with Buteau, if he was like, if he just snapped at her when she kept calling him husband. I'm not your husband. I'm engaged.
I told you, I'm engaged. We're outside of the circle. That's cheating. That's emotional cheating. I was only allowed to cheat on my fiance in the circle. They also don't think anyone's going to admit to being the hacker.
Yeah,
They're like,
what-
no one would admit to someone being that
Unless
evil.
they're speaking to a priest in a confessional, I don't think they're going to admit it.
All right, do you want the tea on Sam talking about the hacker from Mike Bloom's article?
Sure, why not? Let's hear
So
it.
so it's a little sad.
What? Okay. How?
Well, this is just what Sam's explanation of why she reacted so strongly to the hacker.
Okay.
She said she lost her grandmother 2 weeks before entering the circle, and she felt really guilty about leaving her mom at home to deal with it. And she had a lot of one-on-one conversations with Jennifer that weren't shown, and she felt very comforted by the auntie character. She said Jennifer was so convincing that she started to forget that she was playing a game, and that the rage and anger that was directed at Jennifer wasn't just directed towards her, but also at herself for feeling so gullible.
Oh, Sam.
Right? So like, it kind of like makes sense now, right? Because like the
Yeah.
anger, we were like, why is she? We kept being like, we kept asking, we kept being like, why is she so angry? Why is she pounding her fists? Like, what is going on? We kept asking the question. Like,
Well, we're
something
not very
is-
nuanced people, so we don't.
But we did keep saying why, you know, and sometimes when you keep asking the questions, sometimes there's an answer, you know.
And usually it's in a Mike Bloom article, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
But
you.
I think that does really add up. Sometimes when you've been through something, you get extra angry at things.
Yes.
Now, I do think Sam would have flown off the handles a little bit anyway, but I think it was extra because of what she went through. But I thought that was an interesting thing from the article.
Sure.
Another
And
interesting.
I'm sure just like the things we criticized Chaz for too, with him not owning game or thinking everybody was, how could you do this to me? Blah 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 blah. I'm sure there's some emotional stuff behind that too, just the same way there was with Sam.
No, he's a bad person.
Get the fuck out of here.
Also, Sam had never seen the show before auditioning. She just saw the casting.
Oh,
And
really?
then
So
she
did
talked
she
to her-
even know who Shuby was?
I don't know about that. They didn't say that, but she like talked to her cousin about it, and her cousin explained the show, and Sam was like, "What?" And her cousin was just like, "Just audition for it. You're perfect for it." So,
Oh, that's funny.
yes.
I'm
So-
sure she watched some before she went on. She
Oh,
had to.
definitely. But even if she didn't, that was apparently the right thing to do.
Mhm.
So we're at the meetup, and so they don't think anything. So Jennifer shows up. They're all shocked. They're like, "What?" Tamira shows up, and
Died. Get the fuck over here.
she knows they're all just a bunch of dirty dogs in the dog pound. We're all dogging it up. I feel like Tasha's one of us,
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you think about the meetup?
She's a
overall?
dog. She's a dog. No. It's
I
not one
wanted
of
them
us.
to be madder at Jennifer. You know
Why?
Because they were so mad.
Because they were acting like they were going to.
Yeah, and then it was just like, "Oh my god, it's you guys!" I was like, "I want you to be
They-
mad about the hacker
They
thing."
chickened out.
They weren't mad about the hacker thing.
They
What a bunch
got
of
scared.
wimps.
I think
want
they
them
were
to
just
throw
so thrown
chairs.
off. They were just so thrown off by it being Brett and Xanthi that I think sort of derailed it.
I
a
know.
little bit.
They're probably imagining it was gonna be like a disgusting man who like hasn't bathed or something.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we forgot to mention this, but it was brought up earlier. Or no, wait, no.
Yes,
Was
yes.
it brought up? Was it brought up earlier?
Just say.
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna save it. I'm sorry.
Okay. That was great.
Thanks.
I liked the confusion over Paris when Raven arrived, and everybody was like, "But who is this? You cheated!"
Yeah.
That didn't really happen, but I liked it.
You were a catfish. You were playing with another person.
Yeah, oh my god. That's what people on Twitter have been saying too. It's unfair. You had an interpreter.
I liked Paris's blue shirt
I did too. That's
blue
what
suit. Yeah,
that's what I really took away from Raven appearing.
they matched.
I loved that they brought in interpreters and stuff. They really did this whole thing.
That was
well.
cool. Yeah.
Yes. Brett's still not over being blocked. He's very sour. Anything else from this meetup that we care about? Anything?
Just that Sam has 2 lizards and they weren't in the messages from home. So I'm confused.
They're
by
bearded dragons. They're dragons.
Well, she called them lizards.
She's an idiot. She's a total idiot. They're dragons. How would you call dragons lizards?
Why weren't they on the messages from home?
Yeah. Well,
Why wasn't she going, my little babies?
Well, they were probably mad at her for years of being called lizards when they're dragons.
Yeah. It's so cool.
They go to the penthouse. I think what really stood out to me was Brian calling Michelle a bitch. I thought that was extremely hateful and inappropriate. At least he didn't call her the W word.
The one that they've been using throughout the season.
It's giving me Village Wench.
Oh my!
From
I can't believe
1870s.
I can't believe you said that. Tan Friends is canceled.
Is there a world in which Queer Eye continues now?
No.
Or
No
is
way.
it done? I think it might be canceled.
Yeah, well, at least Tan can't be on it. Billie Jean, aka Bruno, said she knows what she wants to hear from a man, so she used that on the ladies, and she feels it works out well.
Yeah,
So-
she said she was very proud of her gameplay on the show.
So she's into big baby men and mummy's boy.
Yes, she is.
She
really
loves
is.
men dressed as babies.
That's her.
Gaga.
That's her thing.
Ooh. I love a man with a big rattle who wears a diaper. Oh, a nappy.
Hey, babe, I packed you a lunch. There's a special little note in there from me. You can read it when you're eating
Baby food.
later. Yeah, there's baby food in there. It's applesauce, is what it
Yeah.
is.
Marvin was rocking some really nice pectoral cleavage going on. I was really enjoying it. How about you?
Yeah,
It-
sure.
It was pecs.
Yeah.
Tom says what went wrong for him is forgetting the revolution. He just forgot about a revolution.
How do you forget?
I don't know. Well, that's what I guess. Well, actually, he's British. They probably try to forget a lot of revolutions.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Ooh.
We got him, baby. We got him. USA, baby.
USA.
USA. Yeah. So the finalists come out. We talked about Brett and Xanthi. We talked about Jennifer. I think Tom's heart fell out of his butt when he learned that Jennifer dogged him.
He looked so hurt by it. He looked
Yeah, well,
so
He was
devastating.
stabbed in the butt heart, you know?
I think it would have been funny if for a minute there Tom was like, "You can do that."
Yeah, he was like, I didn't know it was possible.
Well, maybe Tom, you should have rated Jennifer last.
No, I couldn't. I was playing with my heart and my butt. So we get the final ratings, and that's the circle.
The end.
The end. So what were you saving to talk about, Ben?
Oh no! Don't make me say it.
Oh, okay. Now you
It was
don't
the
want to say
lizard. It was the lizards.
Oh, it was the lizard thing? That's what we were saving?
I was really hoping there'd be more substance to it, but we really moved on quick.
We can talk about them more.
It's fine. It's fine.
Lizards. They are reptiles.
I
Are they
just got really excited about the
Are they
lizard.
warm-blooded or cold? Are reptiles warm-blooded or cold-blooded? I always forget. What are we? Are we warm-blooded?
Oh man. Fuck. I need to go back to 3rd grade.
We humans are warm-blooded.
Reptiles are cold-blooded.
Okay, sick. They're cold-blooded.
Yes.
They're cool. They're cool. Yes. Yeah. But Brett and Xanthi, they were really at the time that they got the hacker twist, they were really bummed out about it because they knew they were going to get fucked over by it. It just wasn't shown. they were pretty unhappy with the power.
Really?
Yeah. They said it wasn't shown.
That's why they should have done what we had said earlier. Pretend to be just like a friend. Pretend to be, Raven messaging Chaz and just going, "Hi Chaz, this is Raven. You're a very good friend and I love you. And I just want to let you know that I love everybody in the circle. And Jen is also a very nice person. I think we should hang out with her outside the circle, and we should vote her maybe a little higher."
I bet everyone still would have reacted in exactly the same way. She was violated.
How dare they?
That's evil. How could you? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with the outcome of this season, but only because of the expectations I had.
Yeah, it was nice to have a little twist.
Yeah, I mean,
twist.
If my expectation, if my expectations were higher, like they are for an average competition show, then I would say I'm not happy with it. But since I know what the circle is, I'm happy with it. It's fine.
That's good. I like when you're happy. When you're happy, I'm happy.
Thanks.
Oh,
I like when you're happy. I like when you're happy too, Max.
Oh my God, we're so happy. So Ben, this week on Circle Center on Saturday, we made some predictions.
Yes, we did.
And it's time to read them. So
we're not saving it for Circle Center this weekend?
No, we're gonna read it. We're gonna read it here.
All right.
So you stated that
we just want to read it here because you got the winner pick correct.
Yes.
Pathetic.
Well, we were both wrong about who was going to be blocked. You thought Jennifer was going to be blocked.
You thought Tamira, right?
Yes. So your final order was Tamira in last, then Oliver in fourth, Chaz in third, Sam in second, and Raven in first.
Yeah, I screwed that up.
I said Jennifer in last, Oliver in fourth, then Raven in third, Chaz in second, and Sam in first. Let's go.
Hey.
Okay.
Reward me, bitch.
Pretty close.
What would you like for a reward?
Top 3.
I'll give you 1 minute without interruption, and that's your reward.
That's a really long time. That's too long. This is.
I'm gonna give you 5 minutes without interruption.
No, that is hell. I'll just end the podcast.
That is hell. 5 seconds.
This is a dream come true. Thank you all.
I can't do it.
And I'll start it on Sunday afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Any other final thoughts on this season?
I'm
a little depressed as to where the circle's going. I wouldn't be surprised if it was canceled.
I don't know. That little trailer that I saw looks like it's coming back, baby.
Maybe.
Hey, we can't trust Netflix
until there's a casting announcement for it. I'm gonna assume that it's
Yeah, I know there hasn't been casting. We think that the set is gone.
not good signs at all. But yeah,
No, but whatever. We got Perfect Match, baby.
perfect match.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
so
fun.
stay tuned, and we're covering the new season. It's back, baby. Are You the One? One of our favorite shows of all time. We've seen every season.
Every
It's
season.
back. We're
If you have
covering it.
not seen it, you have to.
It is so
It's
wild. It's so
amazing.
good. So that is going to be on Paramount Plus and MTV, but it's going to be on Paramount Plus. If you don't have Paramount Plus, just get it. It's incredible. It has like all the best reality shows on it. And we're going to be covering that tomorrow, Thursday, January 19th. So check it out. And also check out Circle Center on patreon.com/reality alert. Ben, anything else?
That's it. I'm excited for tomorrow.
Oh, subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/reality alert. We are like 3 subscribers from 400 subscribers. So
And
be
and
supportive.
23 subscribers away from a really big one. So get on. to
Yes, that's true. Come on, give us that 23. Then we can retire.
I saw Max using the Teralisha theorem in his head for a minute
Yeah.
there, trying to do the math.
I'm mathed out today. All right. Keep it easy, folks.
All right. Thanks
Goodbye.
for watching us instead of the RHAP roundtable. Bye.
Bye. Is that Boston Robs?
Yeah, that's Boston Rob's podcast.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your 2 best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Die. Die.
Get the fuck over here! What are you-